let's start off with the biggest stories of 2015. Cheebert, I was angry that you got this first because it made so much sense. But for you, what was the #1 story?
For me, it's got to be the OPM hack.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is a story that keeps going and going and going. Mainstream press is reporting 21.5 million people are affected by the OPM data breach, myself and Padre included. But this is going to probably go into history as the biggest and probably one of the most preventable data breaches ever. And the numbers keep getting bigger. We've just had a report. There's not 1.1 million fingerprint records that were stolen. No, it's really 5.6 million. I say it's about time. Maybe the OPM just needs to bite the bullet, work with the Social Security Administration, and invalidate the 21.5 million Social Security numbers and reissue all of us new numbers. Yeah, I know it's going to be a pain, but I don't think credit monitoring is going to be enough, especially when OPM is saying they're only covering 3 years. This data is going to be popping up for decades, and it's only going to disappear when the last of the 21.5 million people pass away.
I know this is a tangent, but to all the hosts here right now, doesn't it seem like an archaic way to identify yourself? This Social Security number.
Yeah.
It died with the advent of the first computer, and here we are in 2016 now, and this is still our primary way of proving who we are. And there's no way to change it if it gets violated, if it gets compromised. It's not like I can ask for a new Social Security number.
Yeah. If a certificate is breached or broken, we can reissue it, for God's sakes. Yeah. Why not a personal identifier for a human being?
Right. Let me ask you this. This has sort of been this. I think Cheebert's right. I think this is the biggest breach in what has been a year of breaches. It's one after the other. In fact, wouldn't you say that we've kind of just gotten used to it? Anytime we hear a breach, I don't even bat an eye anymore. I'm like, yeah, of course that happened. Yeah, of course.
Getting used to it. Yeah, I think that's one thing is like during the holiday season now, everyone's just kind of weary when they go into a store. But yeah, I think it's to the point where people are like, well, I was at the store today. I was at Target and they were asking questions like, can you give me your phone number or whatnot? And you start to see people's weariness about, no, not going to give it to you. So I think they're starting to kind of get used to the fact that this is happening over and over again.
Well, that part I like. I like the fact that people are getting educated. Like, remember when people used to ask for your Social Security number just for like a regular purchase, and you'd say, "Oh, this is just so that we know how to contact you." I'm like, "You don't need my Social Security number."
Hey, I remember
to contact me.
Hey, I remember when banks wanted you to put your Social Security number on your check.
On the checks, write them on the checks because no one's ever going to see those, right? Yeah, that's fine.